the forest of Cynvern, where they traveled along the old world path to Manamoth Mount, and after that it wound through the Taliesin's peaks towards the east, and then it went past Razzalon's deep, where they were to hastily seek out the vagabond serene, Windspear, Grimfear, the clansmen of the Clanlands, representing Clan Ebon Claw, the Ebon Moor caverns in the Daracor mountains. The clan counted 1,000. Sarylia, Windspear, Grimfear would rouse him up to heed the call of the ever-vast proudest. He was the last high chief of the clan's lost progeny. They were to meet him by the fountain of healing in Razzalon's deep, in the Keep of Darjeeling, a fort and trading post in the darkened deep, beneath the Ebon coast of the Ebon Reach. Father Malargoth and Aegis and Merild Metalborn, the Mage and Sarylia, Braunth, the Ravager and Red Ravager, and Major, Kazonth, Dragonhorn of Processia, in the glowing horn of Dalmatia, in Thalamon's Bay, the northwestern Ashlands, west of Abalon, by the base of the White Crown's western mounds, where they were currently placed on the map of Thal Drazark, not far from Ashlands, the dark city of cigarettes, where veteran Samaj ruled, and Amalak, ruled by General Dark, strip which they just passed on their path south through Cynvern Woods, woodland hard towards the Eldritch Beast mark. Fallen emerald bark tree guarded by the ethereal tree and glove narak of the emerald stars. The whale on Semrashad, the moon of Thalagar the blue, landed in the juice-shaded star commune of Grimfear, which Abalon, Ashur and Saloon were part of, all planets circling buried the soon, dying waning sun being consumed, slowly but surely by Nihil of the doom. Serpent, the night worm, the gloom, dragon worm from outer space, where who knows what may be true. That was all Malargoth he knew about the cosmos, which Abalon, which was true, and not merely hearsay and rumor from fantasts and doom. Soon they reached the tomb of Thalathai the Bloom, the dead Ark Druid, the Cynvern Woods which they were traveling through. As Malargoth he taught the crew what he knew about Abalon, and who had done this and that in huge past since the big bloom, which laid the past world in ruin, whereupon Azaloth calls to the bloom, and western Thal Drazark with the Runic Trees he planted with seeds of ruin. Elder Bruin, the former art god of druids and nature, whom Azaloth was a servant of in the past old world. That was how the regrowing of nature had unfurled in Thal Drazark, the burned and match-shattered world. Till they reached Fort Manamoth Way, they would reach Fort Manamoth Way to serve the priest of Azaloth burned, and earned the ropes of the clergy, and Elrod the stern, friend of woodland worms, magical staff, simply Alacon or Alaro after the legend of man who had made peace between Dondera and the woodland worms, Cynvern and the forest of Flan, the far-gone-root woods of the Nagarut root wilds where the Nagarut stood. And in Nagarut, the city of Margaret would become the main trade haven between Dondera Ost, as in the east and the peaceful of Dark Barbaros, in what was now Azeroth, the Iron-Gone province, nowadays ruled by Ebon Azeroth VII, and the Lord of Cold. Soon the five came across a campsite where there was a fiery cross of wood planks resembling a five-pointed star, and corpses that were charred. So Abalon Malargoth said, hold up, there's danger nearby. And suddenly they heard a strange frightening cry. Next thing 7 tribes spoke of the menacing tribe of the Dread King's fiery eyes, the Dread King being Eredin Hroth the Right, the King of the Emerald Heights, which Cynvern was part of. On the old charts of the coastline of North Dondera along the moon, see now the Ashlands of course, but the fiery eyes still dwelt there, worshipping Hroth. They stormed forth, and the five were forced to fight, so they fought, faced the Travelogue slaughter. Merild Metalborn and Sarylia Braunth were both caught in the line of fire of tribal mages casting scorching ray, and they lost their footing, and a lot of pelts soon restored though by Abalon's spell. They saw through an axe in the face of the tribal mages, and soon Sarylia unleashed her rage speech in a blazing red fury and firebrand souls. And between her and Aegis Battlestark's deadly onslaught, the tried folk were soon brought to doom as unknown. They should not have tried the troop of Malargoth, who said, "Well, fought, let us continue forth to Fort Manamoth, where we can rest before heading to Razzalon's peaks in the east, along the northern border of the Ebon Reach, where we will meet Sarylia and Razzalon's deep of Clan Ebon. We should be in the Keep of Darjeeling, the first objective of our quest, the best Doom Herald in this mad game of chess." Yes, all of them said, and they pressed forth towards Fort Manamoth. Never-ending doom under acid moons. Never-ending doom under acid moons.